Well, today we're heading out to go and find a dam in Lot 10, Parrylands, Guapo. It's been 50 years since I've been there, so I'm going to see if the dam still exists and to find out if it's still a good place for freshwater fishing. Years ago, it had guabine and coscurub and all those sorts of fish, so we're going to find out today what condition the dam is in. Now we're heading down the highway to Point Fortin at the section of the highway that they have opened thus far. This is the part of the new highway. The whole thing has not yet completed, but we're at least able to use a piece of it. So now we're in Guapo and we're going to make a turn to swing to get into Parrylands. In Parrylands, heading towards Lot 10. A lot more houses than 50 years ago. Well, we've reached where the dam is, and now it's to try to find the water. Actually seeing here the spillway from the dam for the excess water when the dam is full. So now we have to do a bit of walking through a track to go up to see if we could get to the top of the dam. That's the spillway. Well, I found the dam, but unfortunately no maintenance has been taking place, and so not possible to access the area where the water is. This dam was actually built in the early 1960s to supply water to the refinery at Point Fortin. But as I say, no maintenance, and all we have left is a small portion of water. In really heavy rain, even what we see as grass will be filled with water, but it's certainly not like it was 50 years ago. One last look at the spillway. 50 years later, still operational. That tells you the quality of the construction that took place. A view of the pump house that would have pumped the water from the dam to the refinery. The infrastructure around has stood up through all these years. One correction, the dam was actually constructed in the 1930s by UBOT. When you subscribe, remember to click the bell to be alerted whenever there is a new video. This is a view inside the pump house. There were originally 3 pumps used for pumping the water to the refinery, but as you can see, only one is present. I'm not certain if it is operational, but certainly there is water coming to the pump. One of the small production storage facilities for the storage of crude oil that is still in use. Oil was discovered in Parrylands in 1911. And in 1913, the properties were taken over by United British Oilfields Trinidad Limited. Hard to imagine as you look at it now that this area once had its own telephone exchange in here and senior staff and junior staff housing for Shell employees that worked in the oil fields in this area. Really hard to imagine now that you see the forest having reclaimed what the company first developed. This is Lot 10 village. Significant development has taken place over the years. UBOT, the predecessor to Shell Oil in Trinidad, had given land to employees to be developed for housing. This land was given out in lots. Lot 10 was the 10th lot to be distributed, hence the name Lot 10. Part of the pipeline infrastructure that would have carried oil from the wells to the refineries at Point Fortin and Point Fortin. Some of it is still in use. This is certainly an interesting road trip. The road we're traveling along was and still is known as Central. The large silver pipeline along the road is for the transport of natural gas, while the other lines are for the transport of crude oil. When you subscribe, remember to click the bell to be alerted whenever there is a new video. So now we're heading back after a day of looking for the dam at Lot 10 in Parrylands, plus exploring a little bit of the oilfield areas on the outskirts of Point Fortin. Not every day when we go out we'll find things as we thought they would be, but we still had a good day, and we hope that you enjoy what we bring to you on the video.